US এর টোটাল পপুলেশন কত আছে জানো? It's around 33 crore now. So by 2050 we are saying that our elderly population will be 340 million, and out of that the major population will be living alone. So tai jodi hoy, it's a biggest opportunity for the startups or the company like us who will be providing elderly care services, right? So you guys should be ready with elderly care services. Huh? Bhobishyote onek kichu thakbe, so you will be you can find that in many companies, many organizations, many corporates are coming into this industry. This is, we can rather call it as a geriatric industry. Huh? বয়স্কদের, ঠিক আছে? তো for any startup, somebody was asking about how to initiate or how to start a startup. I don't know who was the person who was asking how to start my startup. Oh, okay, great. So okay, so this is a problem, yes or no? বাবা মার কেয়ার করতে হবে, right? So so it is a problem. It's a big problem. Now an entrepreneur, the founder or the startup founder is a person who tries to find solution in every problems. If you have a problem, you should be happy that there might be a solution, right? And if you are providing a solution, then you are a startup founder, okay? Right? So now, if this is a big problem, then how we could bring changes in the life of the elderly people, right? So their life should be kind of graceful. है ना? আমরা যারা বাচ্চারা আছি, বাবা মারা বড় করলো, এত স্টোরি ফরি শোনালো, now at the time when they need us, so we should be doing the same thing again, right? তো প্রথমে নাও লেট মি টেল ইউ, একটু কোনো ইয়ে আছে পয়েন্টটা নেই না? Okay, so firstly you need a team to build, right? For you, so you need a team. Okay, so in my team, you see, we call it as a masterminds, right? Me and Saurabh Bhattaji is the co-founder. We know each other for approximately 20 years. We both worked in Tata for approximately 12 to 13 years, right? So we knew, sorry. Okay. That's good. Okay. And both of us are the serial entrepreneur, right? It is serial entrepreneur, mane age eta entrepreneur eta startup ache, so I gather some experience what to do, what not to do, rather, okay? So in the initial days, we'll be spending a lot of money for nothing. So it also happened, like, one day we spent approximately lakhs of rupees and then got to know that, this, we cannot do this job by spending 1 lakh rupee. Okay. Anyway, so me and Saurabh Bhattaji is the co-founder for this startup, and we are, joined by Blossom Kanjila. She is here only. Please, can Blossom? Yeah. She is the director, HR admin, and she is ex-Symbiosis. Symbiosis is naam শুনেছো সবাই? Huh? Okay, very good. So Symbiosis student, and now she is doing a hell lot of work for getting these talents and everything. Anindo Bhattacharya, once upon a time he was my student, and now he is the associate professor for Vaxan University, and he is our board member as well. Mr. Rakesh Gupta, he is IIM Calcutta alumni and having approximately 30 years of experience in various senior profile. Last he was the CEO of Srijan Realty. He is now a board member. Major General Arup Sen, he is also our board member, right? So Major General eshabgulo jano shobai, it's army part of, right? Armed Forces, Indian Armed Forces. So he was there, it's a very big rank of Major General, right? So he was there with Indian Army for approximately 30 years, and then he has joined us, okay? So let us understand what are the criticalities faced by the elderly people. সবাই এবারে একটু মাথায় রাখবে, হ্যাঁ? তোমরা যখন বড় হবে, বাবা মাদের, হ্যাঁ না? সব এখন তো বাচ্চা স্টুডেন্ট আছে সবাই, ওকে? বাবা মাদের কি কি প্রবলেম হতে পারে, হ্যাঁ? ওরা কিন্তু তুমি যখন ছোট ছিল তোমার হাজারো প্রবলেম সব দেখে নিচ্ছে। সো নাও ইটস আ টাইম, ইট উইল বি ইয়োর টাইম রাদার, আফটার মেবি 30, 40 years, right? So you need to give it back to your parents. Now, what are the problems, right? So I told you, if there is a problem, if a kind of founder needs to find a solution, or he finds a solution, right? So the basic problem, there are major 5 problems with the elderly people. First is the medical emergency. Medical emergency may happen at any given point of time. Kono সময় বলে আসে না, it may be রাত্রি 2টো 3টে or দিনের বেলায়. Okay? So medical emergency is the first major problem with the elderly people. Okay? Second being, why medical emergency? If there is no proper health monitoring, है ना? আমি যদি একটা প্রপার হেলথ মনিটরিং, আমার যদি হেলথ চেকটা ঠিকঠাক থাকে, যেটা ইউরোপিয়ান কান্ট্রিগুলোতে গভর্নমেন্ট নিজেরাই করে ফর দ্য এল্ডারলি পিপল, আমাদের এখানে হয় না, তো একটু পিছিয়ে পড়া দেশে আছে না, হয় না প্রপারলি, ঠিক আছে? সো নাও দ্য পয়েন্ট বিং, ওরা প্রপার হেলথ মনিটরিং যদি হয়, তাহলে আমি হয়তো বুঝতে পারবো, ওকে, সো আই এম অ্যাকচুয়ালি লিডিং টুয়ার্ডস অ্যান মেডিকেল এমার্জেন্সি, রাইট? সো দ্যাটস এ ল্যাক অফ হেলথ মনিটরিং। থার্ড, তোমাদের বাড়িতে দাদু দিদিমা যদি কেউ থাকে, ঠিক আছে, সো জিজ্ঞেস করবে, আমিও যদি থাকি, মোস্টলি হি ইজ নট দ্য রাইট পারসন উইথ হুম আই উইল বি লাইকিং টু স্পেন্ড মোর টাইম, বিকজ দিস ইজ দ্য প্যাথেটিক রিয়ালিটি, রাইট? কেন কি না, আমরা আরে আমি তো ওকে স্মার্টফোন নিয়ে গল্প করবো, অ্যান্ড্রয়েড নিয়ে গল্প করবো, অ্যাপ নিয়ে গল্প করবো, বাট হি ইজ নট দ্য রাইট পারসন টু টক উইথ অল দিস থিংস, রাইট? হ্যাঁ না? তুমি যদি এখন বিভিন্ন কোডিং ফোডিং নিয়ে গল্প করো, তোমরা তো সবাই জানো, ইউ গাইজ আর ভেরি এক্সপার্ট ইন দ্যাট, রাইট? তখন দাদু দিদিমা কোথায় কোডিং নিয়ে কথা বলবে? সো দে আর অ্যাকচুয়ালি সার্চিং ফর পিপল হুম টু দে উইল বি স্পিকিং, রাইট? ওরাও পায় না। সো ইন্ডিয়াতে you will find 72% of the elderly people যারা আছে, their best friend কে আছে জানো? Any idea? কে হতে পারে? Elderly people having a age bracket of let's say 70-75. Any idea? হ্যাঁ, নেই তো, ও কি করে খুঁজবে? So it's TV. Okay? They are only speaking to, they are enjoying TV only. Even though people are there, so but still their best friend are the TV. Okay, so this is actually a bad reality. Then safety security, you guys must be hearing here and there ki রাতের বেলা পড়ে গেছে লোকটা, ঠিক আছে, এরকম হয়েছে, সে very elderly people who is actually living alone, there is a major fall in a bathroom, maybe after 2-3 days the dead body discovered, right? So these things happen. This is a very common fact. So why so? Because we don't get that information. That information doesn't come to us, right? Not to the proper person or maybe children or the neighbor. That is why this kind of death happen. And এখানে যদি ডক্টররাও থাকেন, হয়তো must be knowing কি if there is a hip fracture, পড়ে গেল বাথরুমে, হ্যাঁ, এগুলো হবে, মানে যখন তুমি না 65-68 ইয়ার্স যখন ক্রস করো, তো বডি ইমব্যালেন্সেস তৈরি হয়, ঠিক আছে? তো রাতের বেলায় যখন উঠে বাথরুমে যায়, সো দেয়ার ইজ এ বডি ইমব্যালেন্স, অলসো প্রেসার ডিফারেন্সেস, সো ডক্টর মাস্ট টেল আস, রাইট? তো তখন কি হয়, দেয়ার দিস কাইন্ড অফ ফল হ্যাপেন্স। একবার পড়ে যাওয়া মানে কি, ইফ দেয়ার ইজ এ হিপ ফ্র্যাকচার, সো ডক্টর সেজ you need to get that person admitted within 30 minutes, or else it will lead to a sure shot death within 1.5 years. Okay, so the safety and security of the elderly people is again a big question. তারপরে দেখো ডেলি হ্যাসেলস, মানে তুমি যদি বাড়িতে একা আছো, তোমার মানে বাবা মার কথা ভাবো, দাদু দিদিমার কথা ভাবো, সো ইন দ্যাট কেস ইফ দে আর লিভিং অ্যালোন, কি হতে পারে? গ্রসারিজ হতে পারে, ব্যাংক থেকে টাকা আনতে হতে পারে, পেনশনের পেপারে লাইফ সার্টিফিকেট আপলোড করা হতে পারে, ভেরিয়াস কাইন্ড অফ ব্যাংকিং। বাড়ি এসি খারাপ হয়ে গেছে, ও কাকে বলবে? নাও দিস থিংস আর দে আর নট ভেরি এক্সপার্ট, রাইট? সো these are the major five challenges with the elderly people. Agree to sabai? Huh? Yes, absolutely. Yes. হয় না, মানে if you are a elderly person having good amount of money, maybe you are very wealthy, then তো আশেপাশের লোকজনের নজর থাকে, right? So okay, সো আমরা কি সলিউশন প্রোভাইড করছি? সো আমরা কি বলি না, মানে বিইং আ স্টার্টআপ ফাউন্ডার ইউ অলওয়েজ ট্রাই টু প্রোভাইড সলিউশনস। যে সলিউশন আমি তো দিস আর দ্য 5 প্রবলেমস ইউ আন্ডারস্টুড সবাই ছেলেপুলেরা, হ্যাঁ? ওকে, গুড। সো আমরা কি সলিউশন প্রোভাইড করতে যাচ্ছি? নাও লেটস সে, জাস্ট ইমাজিন ইউ আর দেয়ার ইন দ্য স্টেটস, হ্যাঁ? তোমার বাবা মা এখানে আছে, কোথায় জানো? ধরে নাও এখানে বারাসাতেই আছে, ওকে? Now somehow you get to know that there is an emergency back at home. Emergency hotei pare, ঠিক আছে? So now we are providing solution to the children as well, who is not there with the parents, right? So there is a self-help mobile application. It's a total seamless mobile application where you, being irrespective of the geographic location, wherever you are, you just use our mobile application, you just get connected to the doctor or maybe ambulance or maybe hospital, right? And they will arrange that, we have that tied up hospitals, we have tied up ambulances, we have tied our services, technicians and everything. You just get connected. That person or that vendor will get to know that somebody is calling through Maitis. I need to provide services. That is a kind of, tie-up or maybe collaboration, and is there, pre-existing, tie-up is there with us. So they will pick up your call, they will take your parents to the hospital with the help of their ambulances, doctors and maybe other ways and means, okay? So self-help mobile application for the children. The ma'am said ki trustworthiness, ঠিক আছে বললো না? তুমি দেখবে বাড়িতে যদি সিনিয়র সিটিজেন থাকে, আই মাইট বি টেকিং সাম মোর টাইম, ইফ ইট ইজ ইন্টারেস্টিং, যদি ভালো না লাগে তাহলে কিন্তু একটু হাত তুলে বলে দেবে ভালো লাগছে না, ঠিক আছে, জাস্ট স্টপ ইট, ওকে? এনিওয়ে, সো there is a kind of assumption like elderly people doesn't allow everyone to get inside the room. They don't trust many people, okay? Now if it is a kind of an Indian army যদি লোক হয়, রাইট, ডিফেন্সের যদি লোক হয়, তারা তো ওই গ্রাউন্ড ভ্যালিডেশন বলো, দ্য রেকর্ডস ইজ দেয়ার উইথ গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া, ওকে? সো দে আর দ্য পিপল হু হ্যাভ সার্ভড দ্য নেশন. সো I'm very much sure that the person who is coming is having that Indian army background, I'll be very convinced to trust him, okay? ও হয়তো মনোজ মাইতি বাড়িতে গেছে, that person might not trust me, but if it is a kind of an Indian army, retired Indian army or the defense people, so it's very very easy to trust that person. So whoever is working with us, sorry, what happened? Whoever is working with us is having a defense background, excluding me, okay? So like Blossom is having a kind of Air Force background, okay? ও বাবা হচ্ছে উইং কমান্ডার ছিলেন আর কি, ঠিক আছে, এয়ার ফোর্সে। সো our manpower, the people at the service of the elderly people are from Indian Armed Forces, okay? The device, you see that integrated device, we have adopted some technology. কিরকম? ধরো ইটস আ ওয়্যারেবল, মানে ওই রাতে যখন শুতে যাবে বা যখন বাড়িতে থেকে বেরোচ্ছে, so there is a device, it is a lightweight device. এটা কি হয়, যখন পড়ে গেল, যদি if there is a major fall, then automatically this device generates a call, outgoing call, ঠিক আছে? কাউকে কিছু বলতে হবে না, ওকে কিছু বাটনও প্রেস করতে হবে না। If there is a major fall, this device generates an automated call which lands up with our care manager, who is an ex-army. Because for every senior citizen, we map that army people, right? We call it as a care manager. So that automated call goes to that care manager. The care manager gets to know that this person has got some emergency. So that person rushes to the place and takes him to the nearby hospital and do all the works, right? Again, অনেক সময় কি হয় না, there is a panic attack for the elderly people. কি হয়, মনে হয় রে আমার শরীরটা খুব খারাপ লাগছে, I need to see a doctor, right? এটা হতে পারে। আর হয়তো কারো গ্যাসে হচ্ছে বুক টুক ধরপড় করছে, so they feel কি আরে ভাই I'm having that cardiac arrest, ঠিক আছে? So in that case, just press the button. You have a button that Maitis লেখা আছে, there is a button. You just double press it, it will again generate a call, So my person will come and rescue. Okay? So that safety parameter, whatever we are talking about, okay? So this has been taken care of. And again, there is a problem called dementia. So I know what is dementia? Dementia, Parkinson, huh? একটু মেডিকেল নলেজ বাড়িয়ে দিই। যেমন দেখবে কিছু কিছু এজের পরে গিয়ে লোকজন ভুলে যেতে থাকে, তার পাস্ট হিস্ট্রিতে প্রায় সব কিছু মনে আছে, কোথায় চাকরি করতো, কি পোস্টিং ছিল, কত স্যালারি ছিল, কি কি পেত। কিন্তু কারেন্টলি তোমাকে গিয়ে হয়তো তুমি জিজ্ঞেস করলে তোমার নাম কি, তুমি একবার বললে, আবার 5 মিনিট পরে আবারও জিজ্ঞেস করলে তোমার নাম কি। সো দ্য কারেন্ট সিনারিওতে যত আছে ওটা রেজিস্টার হয় না। ওই ভদ্রলোকের কি হয়, তুমি যদি বাড়ি থেকে বাইরে ছেড়ে দাও, বাড়ির বাইরে যাবে, তারপরে গিয়ে রাস্তা রাস্তা হারিয়ে যাবে। We call it as a dementia. Okay? So for the dementia people, once they are out of their house, we can virtually set a boundary. ঠিক আছে? যে বাউন্ডারির বাইরে গেলেই automatically it generates a notification. ঠিক আছে? That goes to their children, maybe that goes to my care manager. They will get to know that this person is out of his boundary. Okay? And this gives you a life tracker as well. Where you are, it gives you that exact lat long, so that my person can immediately go there and rescue the person back his home. Okay? So this device helps in that way. Again, at the time of medical emergency, it's very difficult to get the medical records of the elderly people. দেখবে না যে বাড়িতে যত মেডিকেল রেকর্ড, প্রেসক্রিপশন, এগুলো সব এদিক ওদিক ছড়ানো থাকে, এমার্জেন্সির সময় তো পাওয়া যায় না। So we are helping, now we have developed a server maybe, okay, so cloud, we are getting all these medical records and we can send across the globe within a second. ধরো ছেলে আছে ইউএসতে, বাবা আছে ধরো কলকাতায় সল্ট লেকে, ছেলে বলছে আমি ওই ডক্টরের কাছে একটু দেখিয়ে নেবো, ইউএসের কোনো ডক্টরের কাছে দেখেন, তো then we can send that all the medical history, summary of that elderly person within a second to the children, and children can send it across to any person across the globe. That may happen within a second. We can set even the timeline, 30 minutes, 50 minutes, so that you can download and check the medical records of the person. Okay? It's not moving. Next. It's not moving. Next. Okay. ঠিক আছে, চলো। Okay, so আমাদের এই সার্ভিসেসটা অলরেডি we have launched in, এটা already tested. We have good number of members in West Bengal. We have already launched in Jharkhand. We have launched in Bhubaneswar, means Odisha. Our pilot has already been started in Delhi, and we'll be launching soon in Bangalore and Hyderabad. Okay, so these are the cities we are coming to plan and planning to come shortly. And here we are. Okay, so now making it short in that sense, financials and everything. Almost 3 years back we started this, and we incorporated this company in December 2020. Since then the journey started. It's approximately, it's a crore company now. We have crossed 1 crore turnover last year, and we're projecting around 2 crore. And yes, the funding and everything, I guess few people were asking about funding and all these things, right? So as per my experience of since last 6-7 years, it's not very easy to get the funding. Okay, unless you have money, nobody gives you money. You generate your own money. Okay, so this is for you. So if you are thinking that after incorporating of your company and you will be approaching the government and they'll be giving you money, it's please forget it, because this is the things which have been written in the books or maybe the startup procedures. But actually, in my last 6-7 years of journey and being 2 startups, 2 private limited companies, this is the hardcore reality that, unless you generate money, unless your cash flow starts, nobody will be willing to give you money. Okay, so it's, yeah.
স্টার্টআপে সব থেকে বেশি যেটা প্রবলেম দেখা যায়, সব থেকে মানে ফান্ডিং কালেকশনটাই সব থেকে প্রবলেম দেখা যায়।
I would rather have a different opinion. Okay. Money is very important. Startup korte gele mane, see, you'll be having your people on board, you'll be spending money, yeah, you'll be bleeding because all your savings and everything will go out of your pocket. Everything will happen. But if you dare to dream, if you have your dream, right? So because when I was to work with Tata, I call it as a SMS benefit. When I used to work with Tata, on every 30th of the month there was a good SMS. Your salary has been credited. Okay. So next, in a week, 5, 6, 7 days, again messages. It's been debited. Okay. So a good amount of money actually finishes within a couple of days, right? So now, after that, maybe since then, last 3-4 years, you will be just bleeding. You will be just spending money out of your pocket. You will be seeing that you will be giving salary to your employees, but you will not be able to take money for you, right? So if you are ready to take that challenges, because it's not very easy to, if you think that I just start a startup and then tomorrow I'll be getting money, government will be funding, your friends will come. It's very difficult. Yeah, sir, you want to say something?
Sir, so I have some, you are elder to me, and I think in this field you are much more mature. I just want to ask you, you have started this as a bootstrapped company, right?
Yes.
So still you have raised any funding from the government agency? Okay.
No, it's not from government. Okay, so partly you can say government, because HNA funding has happened. Bank has already infused.
Okay, so this is a soft loan or any kind of
It's loan. Yeah.
You have got any VC round or any angel investor?
Actually, I'm not very eager to go now, because in the initial days, whenever your company valuation is less than 50 crore, if you go, so you'll not be very much happy to dilute with a big stake for a very less amount.
Got it.
See.
So now it's I think you have the revenue around now you just told us that you can close these around 2 crore, right? As a yearly.
No, I'm raising now 5 CR.
Okay, 5 CR. So I think the company valuation should be how much according to you?
My company valuation is around 30 CR now.
Got it. Okay, sir.
Okay. But so people might be going for angel investors or maybe some other VCs and all, but before that I should this is my suggestion, because this is what I have understood over the couple of years, that it has to be something like you should have the guts to spend money from your own pocket, or maybe it should be bootstrapping. You need to manage your own money by expanding your business, by generating more cash flow and all these things, right? And just yesterday I got a good news from the world's biggest CSR project, that they have shortlisted us for a few crores of infusion. That is a CSR project. Okay, so now the point being, you have to have that patience. You need to work, right? I need to work hard. As a startup founder, you should be working hard, irrespective of whether money or it's been infused by any investors or not, or something like that. Rejection will be many, 100 times or maybe many more times. People will be saying that your project or your startup will not run. Only few 1-2 people will be saying it's a very good project. Okay, so if you are starting up something, just mentally be sure that 98% people will be rejecting your startup. That's the reality. Anyway, I should say thank you very much. সবাই স্কুলের স্টুডেন্টস আছো, সবাই ভালো করে করো, ঠিক আছে? ভালো করে পড়াশোনা করার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে you have to have that entrepreneurship mentality, so that because yes.
First of all, I would say it is a wonderful venture.
Thank you, ma'am.
And it is a very relieving to find that somebody is taking care of our elderly people, and that they will be taking care of our elderly people. I have a suggestion.
Yep.
I would request you to start something parallel for the special need children as well. Because I found some of my friends who have a single child who are specially abled, and they are, awfully worried that what will going to happen when they will be not in the world, who will take care of them. So it will be a huge relief for them if they found that a company like you, they will invest the money, they have money, no issue, but they have this trust factor and they are worried each and every moment. I had a talk with them and I know that they are spending sleepless nights.
Yeah.
And in certain cases, the children are very severely, autistic, or they have Down syndrome. And they, because of the medical reason, they are not going to have a second child, so that they may be so-called normal. The normal term is nowadays I don't use this normal term, because the normal people, they are raping, they are murdering, they are everything. So whatever the reason may be, but the thing is, they don't have any issue because they think maybe the second child they may also have this syndrome or may have certain same issues. So they have a single child and they don't know what will going to happen in future. So if this kind of parallel system with some renovation, some modification, because they need some specially trained people to take care of these children, in future, if that can be organized, that will be a great help to the society.
Thank you for the session, and definitely, I'll look into this.
Sir, again, sir, I have some doubts, sir, because this is whatever the thought is there, this is totally novel, right? And if you think that some of the startups are there who want to play in that field which has the market previously, right? The market is already established. Market already ready ache, ami sekhane just I want to enter with my new innovation. I want to take the market. Just like IPL or therefore unwanted, whatever the game. And some entrepreneurs are ready, they have the guts, they want to, establish a new market. Market nay, and they want to. I think in your product, whatever the services you are going through, this is the new one who needs some guts also to establish a market, right? So how did you click this one, and how was your the execution process? What was there? I just want to know about that.
See, thank you very much for this question. Right. Okay. Good. Thank you. Really, it's a very great question. Because once EV is taking up the market, you are launching one more EV product, so then it's very easy. Awareness is there. But I'm telling you, actually India is not right now is ready to provide elderly care services, right? Or ready to take elderly care services. Because if you go a few years back when health insurance was not there, okay? So that insurance company made every people understand that you might be having some health issues where you will be needing some money. India was not ready to understand. But nowadays, people are so aware that once you are leaving your job, you make sure ki you are getting one health insurance, right? That I did also once I left Tata, right? So for this elderly care, services, we are actually 5 years, or maybe you can rather say 6-7 years, ahead of time. Okay, we are making that market ready. Now, once Airtel launched their services, obviously they got that cutting edge, right? They became the market leader. So I'm hoping one thing, if something like that, if I'm the first person who is into the market, right? I'll be getting all the advantages going forward. Now the challenges are there because people are not aware. People are not aware that some services are available. That is why I might be here, I guess, because I'm also making people aware that these sort of services are there. Okay. See, all time, if I look into myself, I started my private limited company first, or my startup company, where it is into preschool chain. There's a very much, aware. People are aware that preschooling is needed, right? So why the preschool podecho? Huh? Kids, Euro kids, right? So that is an established kind of services or industry. Right? So I started there. Now this is something where, as a startup founder, you need to foresee maybe 10 years hence, right? So what is going to happen after 10 years? So that is what you need to think as a startup founder. So that is what I thought. Maybe 5-6 years hence, this will be a kind of package of services where the person is retiring with the elderly health package. Okay. তখন আর হয়তো আসছে যখন লোক রিটায়ার করবে ওকে মাইতিস হেলথ প্যাকেজ একটা নিয়ে নি কি এক্সেস হেলথ প্যাকেজ একটা নিয়ে নি because they need to ensure because see western culture is coming up if you guys look into things আগে যেরকম ছিল সে দ্য ফ্যামিলি বন্ডিং নিউক্লিয়ার ফ্যামিলি এখন তো পুরো এন্টায়ার নিউক্লিয়ার দ্য নিউক্লিয়াস্ট ফ্যামিলি রাইট so so the things are different now 5-6 years hence the things will be totally different your parents will be so smart enough to take a healthcare package okay so that is what I thought.
I got it, sir. But sir, one thing is there as suppose you think that one struggler means who didn't have the job and the new guy, just like a college guy or anything else, they just want to start this journey with a new thought, and who didn't have the market still now, they just want to go to the market and establish a new market, right? So for them, I think it is a big challenge because they didn't have fund in their hand. Because as you did your service before, you have some savings, I think so, right? Maybe I am wrong, but so what's mainly the challenges for the young entrepreneur to establish a new market, right? So what will be your thought about that? You got my point, right? So what will be your thought? মানে আপনি কি বলতে চান for those young entrepreneur who want to establish a market as well as who didn't have fund in their hand at least to survive 1 year? For a startup, I think the survival matters, right?
Yes.
So for this biotech industry, I think most of the founders is above 45 years because of this reason, because they have to go through the equipments, they have to need some networking, and also the the strategical way out, all these things, right? So what will be your suggestion? Suppose you think it's not your company, it's the company of a young entrepreneur. So how he can click, how the execution should be for him? What will be your suggestion?
See, first of all, there should be something like where you should not be heavily manned. Okay, heavily manned means you'll be just bleeding, right? Heavily manned means you have good number of people on board with for whom will be spending good amount of salary. So the first thing which comes into mind that if you have good number of employees, then it will be good amount of salary which will be going out every month. And this is a hardcore reality that if you being a startup founder, if you do not pay an employee a salary on time, okay, so it's very difficult to retain that person. So you need to plan out something where it is highly scalable in that sense. Okay, if it is a kind of a niche market, then of course you need to start with services where 1-2 people can drive your services, or maybe whatever tasking you have, they can cater with a very less number of people. So the first thing is that manpower cost. You need to cut manpower cost. And for every business, every startup founder, that has to be a mantra. Like the first 100 acquisitions should come through word of mouth or maybe your own references. That should be the mantra. First 100 customers, 100 members should come through your own network. Then you are a startup founder, or else you'll be just losing out money. You'll be stopping your startup within a years.
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you so much for
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Hi. Good question. Okay. So we actually have a range of services with a range of cost. We have kept it as low as 15,000 per annum till 1 lakh per annum. It depends upon the services whatever you are availing, right? If it is only kind of an emergency services for the year, it's only 15,000. And then if you have a mix of services, taking him to the hospital, taking him to some places like Dokhineshwar jabo, Mandire jabo. So there are kind of a mix of services. It goes up to a level of 1 lakh rupee per year. Okay? Yes, please. আমি চলে আসছি কোনো অসুবিধা নেই
Firstly, I could relate to your story because as a founder also, I'm also undergoing the same kind of thing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Every day and bootstrapping thing.
Yeah.
Just to add on to the fact, what wondered me that how did you optimize the locations? Because I could find Hooghly, I could find Howrah, and then I didn't find anything in Midnapur. Many of the industrial area you did not include. So
Yes.
how did you optimize those location? Is that a close periphery to Calcutta, or some urban population you have chosen initially and then maybe to semi-urban? But the cases are also
Yes.
very prominent in other part of the state
So
or the country.
the story is something like that. It's since it's a service-oriented company, right? So the service comes through people only. So you need to first deploy one people to provide services. Now the idea is, if you don't have your members, if you don't have the people to take your services, then what is the point in placing people, right? So that will drain you out. Now, if you look into the story, the most of the people, like parents or the elderly people, are staying alone. There are some pockets, good pocket, majhari pockets, right? If you go to Salt Lake, it's a elderly den, right? Most 95% children are outside the country. They are NRIs. Okay. Now, if you come to Kalyani, that is again not a metro city. Okay. So again, a kind of semi-urban or maybe something like that. Okay. So where mostly the army people are there, mostly the defense people are there, but there are also children are living alone, right? So we have identified in that way. Now the question being, if you go to Tamluk area, if you go to Pashkuda, where parents are maybe living with their children, massive population is not going out. Again, if you go to some places in Amtala, like the children are actually abroad.
Yeah, so that is what I wanted to know, that you did some mapping while
Yes.
choosing those
Yes,
things,
yes.
and then actually you came up.
Yeah. That mapping has to be done. Like, it's a kind of thorough survey has to happen before deploying your people.
And also the mindset, that is what I have a single input, that you are going with the mindset, because if I choose your service for my parents, then I have to have also the mindset that I'm going to take Maithi's services, right? So
Yeah.
that mindset also varies region to region, and it is
Yes.
dynamic. Because if you take a survey right now to Tomluk or Haldia, then the data may change within a year, because things are changing rapidly now.
Yes. If you go to Haldia, then you cannot promote your packages more than maybe 20,000, 25,000 in a year.
Yeah,
So that's a kind of
I'm just
finance.
giving you exemplifying with a different perspective. That, as you know, that surveys are always required also to put a Miyamore stores, right? And Haldia did not have a Miyamore stores.
Yeah.
So now they have a Miyamore stores, and they have reported now it is the third store, selling store in terms of selling platform. So that is what, that sometimes some perceptions are also there with founders. So
In some cases also we have tried, like we have launched our services in Cuttack. Again, we are testing.
yeah, that is what a pilot thing you mentioned.
Yes,
actually.
yes.
He just mentioned Cuttack. So a founder needs to have immense mental strength.
True.
You will go through such dark days that you would feel there is no light at the end of the tunnel. So to just give you an example of the kind of mental strength he has, is a year back, we launched in Cuttack and Bhubaneswar, deployed 2 salespeople there, 2 ex-army people there, go look into the market, and it's completely remote monitoring from Kolkata. Immensely challenging. Some lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh salary monthly, it's going. Everybody in his team, including me, our co-founder, said, let's shut down. Let's, bahut gandi hai. Ekdam doesn't talk to anyone. She's a very bad child. Will your parent like it? Your parent will say, what the hell? It's my child. I know how she is. So it's the same with the founders. You tell them anything about their startup, it's their baby. How dare you? And it's my baby. I'll nurture it. I'll take care of it. Being a single parent, I will go through that tunnel and find the sunshine. If you don't have this strength, don't think of becoming a founder. It's not a bed of roses.
A round of applause to him.
Yes, please, everybody.
And also, I think it is the right platform. May not be many customers you have here, but this entrepreneurial mindset, the ecosystem should be here because they are the future entrepreneurs. We can see, and those things are very important, because
saw
all
only
the
very
stories are
less
not
hand.
very happy stories. There are struggle stories as well. So they have to be sure with this. Yeah.
So thank you very much. সবাই ভালো থাকুন, হ্যাঁ, আর ভালো করে পড়াশোনা করো, and also have that entrepreneurship mindset. Okay, ঠিক আছে, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving forward with the next startup. Sorry. It is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to this momentous occasion as we share sunshine and spotlight on the rising star to Realm Sustainability Agriculture Indole Food and Agro Private Limited. Now let us call upon Om Shankar Sharma, Director, Digital Marketing, Branding, Indole Food and Agro Private Limited. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Sir has given a very nice presentation. Uh, just to start off, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Om Shankar Sharma, and I have done my education from IT background, and then I did my MBA. I work little bit in a bank. I worked for some time in Axis Bank, and after that, I decided to become an entrepreneur. And from the last 9 years, I have been doing IT business, which is running successfully now. But I thought of, giving back to the society, and I wanted to do something for the people of India, because we are doing in IT, we are just doing a service-based thing, and we are just handling customers and clients, that's it. But we wanted to do something for the society, Indian people, so my friend, who is from the tech background, he's a professor. So we thought of doing something for the society, and we came up with this idea of Indole Agro and Foods. So what is the problem we found out is that there is a rise of chronic and degenerative diseases, in the Indian society. There is inadequate affordable wellness product or herbal product in the tea segment. There is also prevalence of tea coffee premixes in the market with high amount of sugar. So whenever you go to any kind of Nescafe, anything, when you get a premix, you get sugar filled in it. So there is also a changing habit in the consumers where, post-COVID era where people are thinking, Indian people are thinking that we need to get more of healthy things. We want to eat some healthy things. So these are some of the facts, which we have figured it out. So in Indian population, obesity is rising, cancer is rising, dementia is rising. In fact, India is now called the diabetes capital of the world. So why are these chronic diseases rising? This is because, people now work more, increased working hours, unhealthy consumption habit. We are now going to, Pizza Hut, anywhere, we are just eating fast food. So healthy food is not there in our lifestyle. There is also a lack of turmeric-based products and herbal products which we are missing out. There is also a decrease in the use of natural Ayurveda products. So how to overcome this problem, we are not eating healthy things and we do not want to take any kind of medicine. So what we thought, Indian people are drinking tea every day, consuming tea every day. So we wanted to infuse something, into the tea so that people of India can drink, enjoy the tea, and they can, take the healthy things also inside their body. So we came up with a solution which was turmeric-based organic herbal tea. We are also preparing tea with natural ingredients, and we are also going to prepare premixes with low sugar or no sugar. So let me show you some of the glimpse of our product. This is our premix packaging where, these are for the corporates, where this is given into the vending premixes machine, and the tea or coffee is taken out. These are our sugar-free category premixes for D2C. So these are the sachets, now whenever you go to airports and in the railways, you find these kind of sachets given where you just pour it into a boiling water and your tea and coffee is prepared. Yes, so we are preparing tea premixes with stevia, and we are also doing, cutting off all the sugar. So we are coming up with all those things. Because in the market, every product nowadays has sugar. These are our tea bags where we are preparing tea, green teas with a hint of flavor. We are using vitamin C, we are using lemon. So all Indian herbs and beneficial for the body, those kind of things we are using inside our tea. So these are few of variants, which is Assam tea, Darjeeling tea, which normally we drink, green tea. So this is our future products where we are using turmeric as the base product, and turmeric, as you know, it is helpful for the brain. It has an antiseptic feature. It has antibacterial feature. So what we are doing is we are preparing turmeric infusions, and we are adding Indian herbs, like we are adding chamomile, we are adding black pepper, ginger, and we are using Indian herbs to benefit our health. These are some other products where we are using spice. We are using turmeric moringa, turmeric pepper, turmeric tulsi. So these are a range of products we are coming up with. These are loose leaf tea we are preparing. So we need to take the loose leaf, pour it in the boiling water, and we can prepare it. All right, so distribution, we are primarily going to distribute in the corporate world. Okay, the premixes are for the corporate worlds. And in the D2C sector, we'll be selling it through the online platform, the marketplaces, Amazon, Flipkart, and all those areas. So very soon we are launching our product, and you can remember the name Tea Dan, where we are in the brand name, and we are going to launch this product, and you can find it in Amazon, Flipkart, everywhere. So these are our product categories where we have tea coffee premixes, which are in the sachet form and jar packed. We have herbal teas, value-added tea, and premium CTC, which we use daily. These are some of the market overview figures, how consumption of tea is increasing, of post-COVID era. There is a rise in the consumption of tea. So these are our market objectives. So we are focusing on growing brand awareness. We are increase the influence of choice, drive sales, encourage repeat purchase. We are also working on the communication mix, because whenever you launch a product, you need to think and take care of the marketing part also, how you are going to present the product to the market. So these are the communication mix we are planning. So it includes advertising, PPC, sales and promotion, digital marketing and SEO. Those are important now. And public relations, where we do PR kind of a thing. These are the digital channels where we will be using e-commerce website, search engine optimization, content marketing, social media marketing, influencer marketing. Then we have paid advertising, video marketing. So all this range of marketing tools we need to use, and marketing services we need to use to present our product. Because we are creating a product, but we need to market it, and just let the people know how we are going to share our product, that it is in the market. So we need to do a marketing plan also. In the digital space, we are going to create a personalized experience where we are taking data from the customers from the online platforms, and there we'll be doing a customized thing and presenting the product to the customers individually. Now, what is the rural impact? So basically, all of our products, we are getting it from the farmers directly, or the vendors who are using, who have the team of farmers in hand. So we are tying up with FPOs and directly to the farmers, and we are getting all the ingredients like turmeric, etc. So we are connecting the farmers, and we are uplifting them also. These are some of our certifications which we have already got, where we have ISO certification, FSSAI, which is required for food business. We have Startup India, we had Export-Import license, so HACCP license. We have all those license which is necessary to launch our product. So present status, if we tell, then we are in a state where we are about to launch our product, and next month, hopefully, everyone will be able to see our product in the market digitally. We have also acquired a land, and we have set up a factory, and this is likely to be the second factory in West Bengal for premixes. We are also tying up with few companies, big brands, big tea groups who are providing us, white labeling solutions where we'll manufacture for them. So these are the expectations, from because we are already incubated with IIT Kharagpur and IIM Calcutta, and we'll be co-incubating with Adamas now. All right, so this is a picture of our factory which we have set up now, and we are ready to go. Thank you so much. If anyone has any questions, they can ask.
Hi, I have two questions. Firstly, what are your tea bags made up of?
Okay, so we are using a biodegradable material. We are not using any kind of nylon in it now. So the turmeric products or the herbal products which you see, we are formulating a biodegradable tea bags, and then we are using it.
Yeah, because in your PPT, the image was that of a plastic one.
Kind of, it looks like a plastic, but it is not a plastic one. Yeah. Polylactic acid, yeah.
Yeah, because since it's a healthy product, it can't have plastic in it.
Right, right.
Yeah, you are also making solutions. I think this is also the first time it can come after Vedam has launched it to US and Canada. I think in India right now there is no sustainable brand where you get to see all plastic free. So we are making everything plastic free and organic. So we are sourcing ingredients from vendors having all the organic NOP, and we are ready to go to export market as well. So we are also exploring that part. So the ingredient is completely organic. The tea bag is having a polylactic acid, which is a biocompostable or biodegradable material, and then the thread and tag, that is also degradable material we are using.
This material that you're talking about, I'm not very good with the chemical terms, is not harming the human body in any way.
No. Also, we are making sure that we are going to get, there are a lot of certification he mentioned. Apart from that, we are also going for carbon neutral certifications. That ensures that your carbon footprint is within the limit, and you're making sure that it is not becoming environmental load. Right?
So congratulations on taking care of the social responsibility.
Yes.
Secondly, we both are major chai addict. Like adrak chai and ilaichi chai are the highlight of our day. Day doesn't start and end without chai. So these premixes I've tried a lot. One biggest disadvantage which I feel that it is like water. You don't get the thickness of milk.
No, I don't think you will get it, because I think most of the one of the Bionest coordinator, she also mentioned about the chayos, and many of the other brands you can try, like Ginnad is also good. But what I found as a food technologist over the time with the research, that the ingredient sourcing had certain issues. So we are making sure all the ingredient, no artificiality, no nature identical flavor, even all natural flavor we are using, and we are not compromising with the end quality. So that is the thing we are ensuring. Maybe the initial cut margin would be less, and the net margin will be less. The EBITDA would be, we are not taking care of that, because we are making sure that we are going to give the value added product to the market. So that is the single intention going to the market, and eventually maybe down the line we'll think of optimizing cost.
Yes, ma'am. This was one of the points, when we were doing R&D, then this was one of the point where, we felt, the premixes are little watery, it's not, thick. So we have taken care of that point also.
And there is a stall also outside, you can just check out. This is just a product display, not the final product, but definitely I think by next month you will get the product live in the ETEL platform. Brand name is Tidan. Yeah, it is trademarked.
স্যার আই হ্যাভ এ কোশ্চেন।
Yeah.
আপনাদের এই ব্র্যান্ডের মতো আরও অন্যান্য ব্র্যান্ডও এই কম্পিটিশনে আছে, এই টি কম্পিটিশনে, বাট আপনারা এতে কীভাবে প্ল্যানিং রয়েছে বা কিছু রয়েছে যেটা আরও ওই কম্পিটিশন থেকে গ্রো হবে?
Right, good question. I think in India it's a 1.4 billion, so everywhere I think down the line you will find lot of competitors with every single product, right? So I think what we thought of the consumer, when you think about anything, developing anything, it is not your own invention, but also there has to be a market. whatever the innovation you're pushing, that has to sustain to the market eventually. That is the concept of all the startups who are sustainable startups, right? So I think what we considered that we are going, one single thing was coming when we started this journey, that we are going to give good product, because we know we are from R&D, we understand what are good, we know how testings are being done, and we have to be sure with the fact that we are going to give good product, making sure that some preclinical or clinical studies also we are doing simultaneously, so that we are front runner in this area. We can be in future, because we have products ready which are having proven form of efficacy, right? And also we filed to patent recently with this. So that is how we are coming to the market. Yeah.
And it's a costly.
No, the cost is, if you compare the cost, cost is quite competitive, and yeah, the herbal tea segment is a bit costly.
Yeah.
It is true, because all the ingredients are herbal, but otherwise it is quite competitive product. Yeah.
But your product is so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
One little announcement. We have found a purse of Chinmoy Modak from Macau. If anybody know her, please pass this information to her so that she can collect from the registration desk. Okay?
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing us a flavorful journey. We are now moving towards the next startup. With a great honor and excitement, we introduce a groundbreaking entity that is poised to redefine the landscape of life sciences, startup Human Biogenesis. Let us welcome Mr. Debobroto Mondol, CEO and the founder of Human Biogenesis. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Hello guys, I think chalo most of to nahi. Anyways, hi everyone, right? So yeah, I just want to get an overview. Chalo formal kotha bolchi na, come to the point. Why the startup is there? And you got, I think last year I just completed my MTech, so I don't think so that I am much more senior to you guys, right? And one thing I just always want to focus in front you guys, and that sometimes in the biotech field sob shomoy ekta kotha hoye thake. Just I told before in front of you guys that I ask, if someone didn't have the money in their hand, so how they can start a journey, right? So I started my journey with zero, and now I have two startup company, and two companies is there, and both the company is private limited company, right? So anything is possible if you have talent, or if you have didn't money in your hand, you can start a new journey. So I just come to my you have that one, right? Pointer. Okay. So I just want to tell you guys, so why what is needed to be an entrepreneur? First, I think that first you need the guts, right? You need the guts. If you are capable, if you have faith enough in you, so you can achieve anything. I told you, right, that I started my journey when I was there in the 8th semester of my BTech. Okay, and that time I was there in SRM University. I was studying in BTech in biotechnology, and that time I have started my journey. So in that time, in 2020, that COVID time was there, and that time I also raised some fund from DST I am the fellow of DST, and thereafter I raised some funding. Coming to the, and thereafter 2020, I moved to IIT Guwahati. I started my journey there as an entrepreneur. And therefore, still now I have my R&D facilities as well as lab facilities in R&D, in IIT Guwahati. So yeah, this is the, I don't think that you guys have the interest on this one. Okay, so coming to the product, we have two products, that is SD kit and SC kit in the pipeline. So what is SD kit? SD kit is basically the cement detection kit. So why the cement detection kit is needed? I just asked before, you guys were there, right? So if there is no market, how you can enter into a market and how you can establish an unknown market, right? So this is our product. I can say you that there is no competitors of ours in the world. So we are the first one who is going through this palm detection kit. So what the benefits are there? I think you the students are from 12th or the college background. 12th. You? Okay. So I don't want to go, much deeper into this product. But overall, I think nowadays you guys are well enough, just take it as an bio and just go through, in our product, the sense is this is the bio, talk. Okay, so hi guys. So I just want to come with the product. This is the cement detection kit is mainly needed for, the unprotected intercourse. Okay. So nowadays the unmarried couples, basically they are taking the morning after pills. You guys are familiar with I-pill and unwanted 72, right? Now the 12th standard students is also familiar with these kind of things. So this, to getting these pills, there are lots of side effects. These side effects may come, into your prayers, into your, mood swings, in some kinds of, if you are getting these kits, pills more and more, you can also face some kind of cervical cancer in future also. But কিছু একটা আমাদের সমাজে যেটা হয়ে থাকে, whatever your boyfriend is telling that go through these pills, nothing to worry about that, so you just get the pills, right? And after the intercourse, when the the periods come, that is the eureka shot. Means I got something, I achieved something, because the that mental, whatever the, I can say the mental problem, the mental things, whatever the going through for the couples. So our product basically is to confirm them before getting any kind of pills, not to get the panic. So this kit will definitely give you the confirmation that you need the pills or not. If you are negative, you don't have to go through the pills, right? You got it. So this is our product. And I started my journey, as I told you, that you can build a industry with zero. It can be possible, because when I started my journey, I was pursuing my BTech journey, and that time also I just selected for the one DA fellowship is there for the entrepreneurs, that is called Nidhi EIR. This is a DST fellowship, and I achieved that fellowship. And later on, at that time, at the stage of my company of 3 months, at that time the valuation of 3 crores, I raised some funding. I diluted 1% of my equity. Nowadays, my company valuation is around $1 million, and recently I have raised some crores funding from some venture capitalist. So what I want to tell you guys. So this idea, you can go, this is, I don't think that this should be one talk which I want to, tell you about my product and all. I think you are the young guys, right? I think some of you came to the, for this lecture, etar jonno hote pare cholo yaar sir bolechen, principal talk to me, or college or school is giving me the pressure, আমরাও যেতাম। আমার যেরকম SRM ইউনিভার্সিটিতে অনেক সময় entrepreneurs came to that time, তো আমিও যেতাম, কি করা যাবে, আমাদের অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স ফ্রি, আজকে যদি করে নাও, পড়তে হচ্ছে না কিন্তু অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স দিয়ে দেবো, পড়তে হচ্ছে না, বাস অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স পেয়ে যাচ্ছি, আবার কি চাই, চলো নিয়ে না হোক। তো এরকমভাবেও আমরা অ্যাটেন্ড করতাম। তো আই থিঙ্ক ইউ গাইজ আর হিয়ার, সামওয়ান ইজ দেয়ার, বাট এখানে এমনও হতে পারে, ইফ অ্যামং ইউ গাইজ কেউ একজন হয়তো মেবি দ্য ফিউচার অন্টারপ্রেনার, ফিউচার ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়ালিস্ট, রাইট? maybe. So what's the difference between the entrepreneurs and the businessman? You should know very clear. So this one. Sometimes you know what the mindset is there. If you are doing any kind of business, it can be the alur, কেউ বিক্রি করছে, কেউ পটল, or whatever, জুতো বিক্রি করা, whatever the দোকান, যা পাতি বাংলায় যে দোকান বলা হয়, that is also called business, right? So what's the differentiate কি করে আমাদের entrepreneurs সাথে? The differentiation is there only your innovation. If you are doing something innovative in the field of the bio, or in the field of the science, or in the field of anything else, so that is called the innovation, and which can give you the society a good impact. For that reason we are the entrepreneur. আমরা entrepreneur মানে এই নয় ভাই চলো বাবার টাকা আছে আমি 10 কোটি টাকা ঢেলে দিলাম একটা বিজনেস করলাম. We are not that. That is called a businessman, the business person. We are the entrepreneur means we can start a journey from zero. We have the guts because we have merit. We know the statistics, we are, as a founder of the company, we know we have to do all these things. Believe me, I have to handle the, everything, the tech, the marketing, the execution, the networking, all these things. In the beginning, I did it. Now I have my team, but beginning, I did all my things with my co-founders. So, এই জিনিসগুলো মাথায় রাখতে হবে to be an entrepreneur. And সবসময় দুটো জিনিস মাথায় রাখতে হবে, what can be the market, because at the end একটা কথা আছে খুব, you guys are familiar, এখনকার young generation, I think most of you guys are also, you have some boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever else. So অনেক সময় একটা কথা আছে যে ভালোবেসে পালিয়ে গেলে ভাই খাওয়াবি কি, right? So something you have to think about that. You have a good innovation but didn't have the market. কিছু তাতে who is giving you the money, তাতে কিছু যায় আসে না, তারা টাকা লাগাবেই না, because they are giving their money, তারা রোজগার করেছে তোমাকে টাকা লাগাচ্ছে, and they are taking the stakes. And also government যখন টাকা দিচ্ছে তখন government also getting you from you something, what? The employment. Government is giving you the funds back. কি চাই government? The employment. And employment কিভাবে হবে? Government will see some visionary, মানে তাদের একটা vision থাকবে, চলো ইয়ার এই কোম্পানিটা in future গেলে এত বড় হতে পারবে and can hire some this employee, right? তো এটা একটা big thought, right? So you have to get all these things together, otherwise there's a Asnid যেরকম বলেছিল যে কি হয় না 13টা নোবেল laureate যখন একটা কোম্পানি স্টার্ট করলো, and after that the company is vanished because of this reason, because they didn't have the execution process, right? So anyways, I think these guys have the done with their okay, bye guys. And who is still now sitting, I just want to tell you, so the next product is the sperm count. When the COVID situation was before the COVID one, the male infertility was 30%, and now it's came around 40% after the COVID is over. And this is the major problem in the European countries as well as the the American country, America, whatever else, in India also. But in India, we are not that much open-minded. We have as a male, I just want to say the male ego hurts. For what reason? You can say male anything, kuch bhi bol sakte ho yaar, kichu bole dao, but don't hurt the male ego. Male ego means if someone is telling you didn't have the sperm, for that reason I am not getting the baby, right? এটা কেউ মানতে পারবে না, মানে মেল ইগো হার্ট হয়, দে আর নট দ্য ওপেন মাইন্ডেড পিপল, রাইট? সো এটা কি হয়, as a female, until you are in your young stage, you are feminist, but when you will be the mom, that time ভাই আমার ছেলে যা করছে that is correct, তখন ফেমিনিস্ট ভুলে যায়. This is the hardcore reality. And when you are coming to a family, সে সময় কি হয় না, চলো ইয়ার আমার ছেলে কিছু নয়, আমার ছেলে একদম পারফেক্ট, দোস্ত আমার বৌমারি আছে, ওকে? অ্যান্ড ফ্রম দ্য অপোজিট সাইড থেকেও তারা বলবে না 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 তুই টেস্টটা করি নে না, কি ঝামেলা যাওয়া দরকার. So this is the the thoughts of the society. Don't to hurt the male ego basically in these things, right? So আমরা কি করতে চাইছি ভাই, ইগো হার্ট হবে না, নাথিং টু ওয়ারি অ্যাবাউট দ্যাট. আওয়ার প্রোডাক্ট উইল বি অ্যাভেলেবল ইন দ্য ফার্মেসি, ইউ ক্যান গো দেয়ার অ্যান্ড টেস্ট ইট. কি করে? বাড়িতে এনে টেস্ট করো, অ্যান্ড অল দ্য মরফোলজি ইনক্লুডিং দ্য মোটালিটি অ্যান্ড দ্য স্পার্ম কাউন্ট উইল গেট ইট. অ্যান্ড আমরা আরও সহজ করে দিয়েছি ভাই, মেল ইগো আমরা এটাও জানি, যখন টেস্ট করেও নিল তারপরেও ডক্টরের কাছে ছুটবে না, তারা কি করবে, আমরা কি করলাম, আমরা এর সঙ্গে অ্যাপস একটা আমরা করব, লঞ্চ করব। সেটা কি করবে না, সেক্সোলজিস্ট অ্যান্ড আদার ডক্টরস উইল বি দেয়ার, বাড়িতে বসে সেই ট্রিটমেন্টও হয়ে যাবে, রাইট? সো আমরা এই অ্যাসপেক্টগুলো ভেবে করেছি। ইয়া প্লিজ।
মাই কোশ্চেন ইজ, যেমন হয় আমাদের প্রেগনেন্সি টেস্টে যেমন একটা মানে ফিমেল কিট হয়, সেম এই স্পাম কিট ইসের জন্য সেম কিট রয়েছে?
Yeah, that has the kit. Just a minute. Okay, the pictures is not there. Yeah, this is the same kit is there. A kit ta ki ache, we have the registered on the kit. This is basically a new designed kit, and that is so this is a different kit. And সবচেয়ে কিটের একটা হচ্ছে খুবিয়া বা যা ইনোভেশন বা ইউএসপি তুমি বলতে পারো, that is in cases of low sperm count, in cases of vasectomy, means you can be detected.
Okay.
Means it can be helpful not only the the after the intercourse, it can be helpful for the sexual assault cases. So our major segment is 2, that is B2C, that can be helpful for the after the intercourse they can be get confirmed, because কেউ তো জানে না যে who will be the 20 people, the 20 women যাদের ওই ডিজিজগুলো হতে পারে for getting the pills, right? So you have to go for the 100 মানে যারা আছে, you have to use it. You don't know, right? যে 100টার মধ্যে 20টা যে তুমি you are the lucky one who can get the relief or who can get the মানে এই pills খাওয়ার জন্য, আই পিল বা আনওয়ান্টেড খাওয়ার জন্য you can get these kind of things down না, তো they will use it, right? তো এটা আমাদের একটা প্রোডাক্ট। তার সঙ্গে আমরা সেক্সুয়াল অ্যাসল্টে কি আছে, that will be the 2 different names with the 2 different biomarkers. You have knowledge about biomarkers?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
So biomarkers, for the audience, I just want to tell you, biomarkers is nothing. Whatever the terminology is there in the science and all these things, নামের মধ্যেই লুকিয়ে আছে আসল রহস্য। বায়োমার্কার্স মিন সাম বায়োকে মার্ক করছে, দ্যাট ইজ এ ডিফারেন্ট। আই এম নট গোয়িং টু দ্য প্রোটিনস অ্যান্ড দিস থিংস, আমি যাচ্ছি না, জাস্ট বায়োকে মার্ক করা। বায়োকে মার্ক মানে কিচ্ছু নয়, যখন বাড়ির একটা মার্কিং থাকে এবার দ্য নেম, বায়োটাও মার্ক করা। সো ফর দ্য B2C প্রোডাক্ট বেসিক্যালি উই আর ফোকাসিং অন দ্য 2 biomarkers, and for the for the B2G product, for the sexual assault, we are focusing on 3 biomarkers, and the name will be totally different. Because of what? So, if you think that আমি এমন একটা প্রোডাক্ট লঞ্চ করছি যার সেক্সুয়াল অ্যাসল্ট এবং B2C মার্কেটে যদি সেম নাম থাকে, দ্য ফিমেল গাইজ ক্যান বি গেট হেজিটেটেড, রাইট? সেম প্রোডাক্টটা সে কিনতে যাবে না, কেন কিনতে গেলেই সে ভাববে আশেপাশে কী ভাবছে রে ভাই, আমাকে সেক্সুয়াল অ্যাসল্ট কিছু হয়েছে না। সেজন্য আমরা ডিফারেন্ট নেমে লঞ্চ করছি উইন দ্য ডিফারেন্ট ফাংশন, বাট দ্য টেক ইজ মোরালেস সেম। গট ইট? And whatever the kit stat, the figure or the you can say the overall the dimension, that is more or less same, only the color should be different. The B2C product will be more pinkish color, and the B2G will be full white.
Okay.
And this will be the totally the point of care device. I just want to elaborate, totally point of care devices, and in cases of any kind of contamination, means sometimes how you can collect the sample. You have to collect the sample from the vaginal fluid, right? And it is very easy. That didn't mean that you need some expertise or anything else. It's only you have to insert the 2 inch, this much, nothing that much. So you have to get the the sample. You will provide the buffer. This is a universal buffer, means unique buffer, and also we work as a universal. This is totally made by us and this is patented. So the unique point is there. And after that a take is there. So the major challenges what in my journey, my personal guide is Dr. Pranab Goswami, who's যার বই পড়ানো হয় in the field of biosensor, not only in India but also in US, in MITs also. So he was also sometimes he was also surprised and also confused and I just had a discussion with sir, he is from IIT Guwahati, that how we can achieve this one, and we clicked it. So there is a major challenge, and whatever the contamination, অনেক সময় কি হয় vaginal fluid and the periods time it may come, or the sometimes the contamination may come, the urine may come. So for each and every aspect we already went through the process and got the result, and still the specificity is 100%. Yeah, you have any doubt? Yeah.
ওকে, আর আপনাদের এই যে পুরো প্রোডাক্টটা এটা অল টাইম সাকসেসফুলি, বিকজ মানে বাড়িতে নিয়ে গিয়ে নিজে থেকে টেস্ট করছে, এটা সবসময় কি সাকসেসফুল হচ্ছে না?
And that's I am telling you that one. Still now it is in the lab validation stage. We have the specificity 100%. এখন অবধি আমরা 100% রেজাল্ট পেয়েছি। We'll start our clinical trial in AIMS, Kolani, very soon. I think the specificity will come around 98% at the end, but in condom also the specificity is 97%. Okay, and if you coming to any product in the world, most of the famous product I can tell you, Prega News or whatever, that have the the specificity is 95%. Okay, but in our cases we are still now getting 100%. I don't know whatever the end result will be there, but I am expecting jototai kom hok na keno, it should not be below 98%.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this is our two product, guys. So if this is our team, myself Devaboto, and this one is my co-founder Sachidanand Roy. We just started in in our BTech journey, and thereafter we are a good friend. We are a partner now, and this is our R&D scientist, Dr. Shotomita. She is well trained in the field of the this one. She has brilliant experience in the nanotech as well as this field. Okay, and also one of my brilliant guys is there for my team, and this is come here. This is Tista. She just joined in our team, and she is the brilliant one. I think without a team, I think we guys are nothing. That's why it is named as the company, right? Company doesn't mean that founder will do everything. আরে ভাই ফাউন্ডার আমি সবচেয়ে বড় একটা কথাই বলি, ফাউন্ডার অনলি লেটার অন ফাউন্ডার অনলি ডু টু থিংস, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য নেটওয়ার্ক অ্যান্ড আদার ওয়াজ দ্য এক্সিকিউশন. And whatever the R&D is suggested that he only monitor the R&Ds and the remaining things do the team. So if you have a good team, I think you can achieve anything. But from the beginner, as a startup, ভাই অনেক সময় টাকা প্রোভাইড করে না, ইচ্ছা থাকলেও টাকা প্রোভাইড করে না। অ্যান্ড ইন দ্যাট কেসেস আমি তোমাকে বলতে চাই, ইন মাই জার্নি বেসিক্যালি আমি কোভিড টাইমে শুরু করলাম। আমি মেনলি শুরু করেছিলাম 2021. I had fund before, but I started my journey 2021. And within 2 years, we have achieved so many things. You can get it here. This is so many things, we have achieved already. Recently also, we are invited in Startup Biotech Expo. Later on, our science minister just tweeted our product. We came under top 75 startup. Still now we didn't have product, but the demo product is kept there in DST. So it's some of the achievements there. We are also supported by IIT, Guwahati, BioNest, Riddle Startup, Wadani Foundation, and IZAR also in Rise Foundation. Okay, so we are also associated with Adamas. Okay, because Rise Foundation is also associated with Adamas, so we are also associated with Adamas. So this is our product. And also I just want to tell you guys always two things always need to know you guys very well. One is that everyone tech is brilliant. Idea প্রচুর আছে, but idea আছে মানে এই নয় যে you have a good market. কখনো এটা ভেবে যাবে না ভাই I have a brilliant idea, আমি পুরো ইনোভেশনের দ্বারা গোটা পৃথিবীর চেঞ্জ করতে পারি, দ্যাট ইজ ওকে, বাট আইডিয়াটা হতে হবে সাস্টেনেবল, অ্যান্ড তার সঙ্গে হতে হবে হ্যাভ এ গুড মার্কেট স্ট্র্যাটেজি, বিকজ অ্যাট দ্য এন্ড মানি ম্যাটার্স। যে কোনো রিসার্চ, হোয়াই দ্য MITs, ইউনিভার্সিটি অফ ক্যালিফোর্নিয়া, হোয়াই হার্ভার্ড, এদের নামগুলো কেন এত বেশি? বিকজ দে হ্যাভ দ্য ফান্ড ইন দেয়ার হ্যান্ড। হোয়াই দ্য IITs অ্যান্ড IISA ইজ রুলিং ইন ইন্ডিয়া অ্যাজ অ্যান R&D, মানে সায়েন্টিস্টরা কেন রুল করছে? অ্যান্ড অলসো IISc, ওয়াই? বিকজ দে হ্যাভ ফান্ড ইন দেয়ার হ্যান্ড। Without funding, you can't survive. So fund is needed, and as I have told you before, right? Anything, any doubts or any questions, I am ready to answer. Yeah, please. Yeah, I started my journey from zero.
তো জিরো থেকে যে স্টার্ট করার যে স্ট্র্যাটেজিটা ওটা কি আপনার?
I just tell you one thing. আমি এটাকে কাটতে পারি? I think the next slide is there. That is symbiogenesis. You please start it. I'm telling you what the strategy is there. This one. Always, সবসময় একটা কথা মাথায় রাখবে, there is need some strategy 1 and 2, and the backup, right? My backup is symbiogenesis. So I will tell you what. I started my journey with zero. In my first, experience, of talking with the jury members, also the investors. They asked me why I would like to believe one BTech person who didn't have completed with a BTech also. মানে আমরা তখন BTech ও complete করিনি. I told only one thing, said the BTech students who didn't have completed, তারা কিন্তু they are ruling the world. Okay. So this doesn't mean you didn't have the degree, means you don't know anything. Talent is totally different. If you have focused on that particular field, I am working on nanobiotechnology. I am well enough on this field. So my previous product was based on the nanotechnology, the nanobiotechnology, right? And I raised my funding from Nidhiya, therefore I got Startup India, therefore I got some fundings, Nidhi Prasan, etc., etc. So what my strategy was very clear. আরে ভাই গভর্নমেন্ট যখন টাকা দিচ্ছে, গভর্নমেন্টের একটা টাইম লিমিট আছে, আনটিল আনলেস your company is of 2 years, you will get this funding. Above 2 years, you will get this funding. মানে up to 5 years, you will get the grants, right? 2 years অবধি তোমার কিছু ফান্ডিং আছে, 2 ইয়ার্সের পর তুমি সেগুলো পাবে না, বাকিগুলো 5 years অবধি পেতে পারো। তো আমার প্রথমেই টার্গেট ছিল আপ টু 2 years আই হ্যাভ টু অ্যাচিভ দিস ফান্ডিং। ভাই স্টেপ ওয়াইজ লাফানোটা ভালো। আমি যদি মনে করি আমি 50 lakhs হুট করে যদি ফান্ডিং তুলি, আমি গ্রান্টস, যেটাকে সবচেয়ে বড় গ্রান্টস বলা হয়, স্টিল নাও দ্য আইডিয়েশন স্টেজ দ্যাট ইজ বিগ। তো আমি প্রথমে যদি বিগ তুলি, তাহলে আমার নিচে কী হবে, নিধি প্রয়াস ক্যান্সেল, স্টার্টআপ ইন্ডিয়া ক্যান্সেল, প্রিজম ক্যান্সেল। সো আমার ক্যান্সেল করে লাভ কী আছে? আমি স্টেপ ওয়াইজ তুলবো, তাতে আমি গ্রান্টসেই আই উইল ডেফিনেটলি গেট সাম কারোর্স। প্রিমারি আমার যদি সব অ্যাড করা হয়, তো এইভাবে স্ট্র্যাটেজিক্যালি মনে হয় দ্যাট উইল বি গুড এনাফ, রাইট? সো আমি যখনই করলাম, আমার প্রথম ফোকাস ছিল মোস্ট অফ দ্য উই আর নট দ্য দ্য ব্র্যান্ড। তো আমার কাছে আমার প্রোডাক্টে লোকে কিনবে কেন, রাইট? সো প্রোডাক্ট দুটো কারণে কিনবে, বিকজ আমি যে বললাম যে মার্কেটে কেউ চেনে না, নাম্বার 1, অ্যান্ড দ্য নিড। যখনই তোমার প্রোডাক্টের নিড বেবিজ অ্যান্ড ফিমেল চলে আসে না, তখন কেউ কম্প্রোমাইজ করে না। ওকে, বিকজ এ সিম্প্যাথি ফ্রম দ্য সোসাইটি ইজ দেয়ার। আরে ভাই সে ওপরে ক্যান্ডেল নিয়ে হয়তো একদিন যাচ্ছে বা রাস্তায় মিছিল করতে যাচ্ছে, হোয়াট এভার দ্য থিংস ইজ দেয়ার, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য দ্য সোসাইটিজ মাইন্ড। দে অলওয়েজ ওয়ান্ট টু সাপোর্ট দ্য ফিমেলস অ্যান্ড দ্য বেবিজ, রাইট? সো আমার টার্গেট ছিল, ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু ডু সামথিং ইন দ্য ফিল্ড অফ বায়োটেক, বিকজ আই এম নট ওয়েল এক্সপিরিয়েন্সড, I didn't have money in my hand and I started my journey with zero. So what I can do? I can build a product which can be associated with the females. মানে ফিমেলসের ওপরে হবে কিংবা বেবিজের ওপরে হবে অ্যান্ড সোসাইটিকে একটা ইম্প্যাক্ট রাখবে। দ্যাটস ওয়াই আই স্টার্টেড মাই জার্নি। অ্যান্ড আমি জানতাম যে ভাই ফান্ডিং ইজ নট এ ম্যাটার, ফান্ডিংয়ের কোনো ব্যাপার নয়। ফান্ডিং কী হয় জানো তো, ফান্ডিং হচ্ছে জাস্ট 5 minutes গোল। মানে কি, তুমি যখন জুরি মেম্বার্সের সঙ্গে কথা বলছো 5 minutes, তাদের কাছে ল্যাপটপ আছে, কম্পিউটার আছে, হোয়াট এভার দ্য থিংস আর দেয়ার, তারা সার্চ করবে, রাইট? তো সার্চ বিফোর দে সার্চ, তুমি তো সার্চ করেই দিয়েছো। তো হোয়াট এভার দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন দে ক্যান আস্ক ইউ, ইউ আস্ক ইউর সেলফ। সো ইউ আর রেডি ওয়েল এনাফ, রাইট? হোয়াট দে ক্যান আস্ক ইউ। আরে ভাই প্রত্যেকটা পৃথিবীতে নাথিং ইজ, মানে যে কিছু যখন গ্রান্টস, মানে যে কোনো প্রজেক্টে, ইভেন দ্য সায়েন্টিস্ট অলসো গেটিং দ্য কারোর্স ফান্ড, বাট কেউ সিওরিটি দিতে পারে না দিস প্রোডাক্ট উইল কাম ইন দ্য মার্কেট, রাইট? তো সিওরিটি কেন দিতে পারে না? তো all is based on the hypothetical. I have the hypothetical mindset, but I have proper scientific background behind my product establishment. তো আমার একটা প্রপার সায়েন্টিফিক আমি এস্টাবলিশমেন্ট দেখাচ্ছি, আই হ্যাভ দ্য পেপার্স অ্যান্ড রিভিউ। অনেক সময় কি হয়, পেপার্সও নেয়। সো হাউ আই ক্যান অ্যাচিভ, বিকজ দ্য সায়েন্স আমি বোঝাচ্ছি যে সায়েন্সটাকে আমি রিলেট করতে পারছি। হু দ্য গাইজ আর দেয়ার, they are behind the they have the background of scientific background, otherwise they are the founders, they are the investors, means they are the business person. তাদেরকে দেখাতে হবে একজনকে বিজনেস, আরেকজনকে দেখাতে হবে সায়েন্স। সো ইউ হ্যাভ টু বি ওয়েল এনাফ ফর বোথ অফ থিংস। আমি যখনই দেখলাম, যখনই হলো, দ্য সেকেন্ড থিং ইজ দ্যাট অ্যাজ এ স্টার্ট আপ 2 years সার্ভাইভ করা ইজ ভেরি টাফ। কেন মোস্ট অফ স্টার্ট আপস 2 years মধ্যে ডুবে যায় বিকজ অফ দ্য ফান্ড। অনেকেই পেটেন্ট ফাইল করে, পেটেন্ট দিস ইজ দ্য I don't care about the patent things and the paper publications, because patent thingটা আমাদের এই কারণে কেয়ার করতে হয় as a company person, because that product should be sold and no one can copy this one. Only we care about the patent. মানে এই নয় for the name sake. As a company person, I don't need any name, I need money, right? So টাকা কিভাবে আসবে, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, I have to think about that. Got it? So you didn't have to. আমি তখন প্রথমে কি ভাবলাম, as a product establishment I need lots of money. And বিশেষ করে in my human biogenesis, this is basically the healthcare domain, the diagnostic domain. And diagnostic, the pharma companies and the healthcare companies is basically ruling the world. Okay, because I will tell you that why the US why the Biden came, because of the vaccine. Pharma company didn't attend a seminar. Okay, so pharma company is basically ruling the world. So they have lots of fund in their hand. So আমাদের parallelly how to struggle, how to what should be the execution process. Execution was there to build a company where that can be support. আমরা বায়োটেক কোম্পানিতে কি করি, আমরা প্রচুর ইকুইপমেন্ট কিনে নিই, আমরা কেমিক্যালস কিনি, ইউটিলাইজ আমরা শুধু প্রোডাক্ট পারপাসে করি না। ইভেন দ্য বায়োকন অলসো হ্যাভ সাম ডিফারেন্ট biotechnica, I think that company, right? So they are focusing on the edtech. So what was in my mind, I came to Kolkata because of my mom's some healthcare issues. My mom recently she just confirmed with breast cancer. Okay, so for that reason I moved to IIT Guwahati, but still now my all the setup is there. So আমি যখন এখানে মুভ করলাম, and also the request of DST and also IIT Kharagpur. IIT Kharagpur just told me ঘরের ছেলে বাইরে গো না, আমি বললাম ঘরের ছেলেকে ঘরে কেউ সুযোগ দেয়নি তাই বাইরে গেছে। So IIT Kharagpur সঙ্গে একটা ডিল হওয়ার কথা ছিল, but didn't confirm because IIT Guwahati is giving me a very good deal. And thereafter I came to Kolkata Biotech Park. I started a new venture. আমরা অ্যাজ অ্যান entrepreneur আমাদের কি ওয়েস্ট করার মতো টাইমই থাকে না। আমাদের অ্যাজ অ্যান entrepreneur our personal life is different, professional life is different. We have to পার্সোনাল লাইফে আমরা টাইমই দিতে পারি না, আমাদের কষ্ট হচ্ছে, বাট আই হ্যাভ টু গিভ এ টক, আই হ্যাভ টু অ্যাটেন্ড এ সেমিনার, আই হ্যাভ টু গো সাম events or whatever things, I have to, because as an entrepreneur you have to be well enough, মানে ইমোশনস থেকে অনেক দূরে থাকতে হবে, right? So I started my new journey as an Synbiogenesis. So what Synbiogenesis do? Synbiogenesis is an edtech company, right? It is mainly based in Kolkata Biotech Park. So এখানে আমরা কি করলাম, আমরা স্টুডেন্টসদের ট্রেনিং দিতে আরম্ভ করলাম। This is me, my co-founder, also my best friend Soikot is there. So we are the founding members of this company, and this is Suchi Smita, he is the research associate. So we just hired the people, we started the we just started to train the students, and you just also this is also the product based company. This is focusing on the fishery industry as well as the agriculture industry and the food industry. Our two companies' domain is totally different. Okay, so this product is the fish feed. What the fish feed is there? আমাদের এখনকার আমরা বায়োটেক কোম্পানি ওনাররা একটু স্মার্ট হয়ে গেছে এই দিক থেকে, যে কোভিড আসার পর, যে ভাই কোভিডও যদি আসে শেষ সময় যেন আমাকে যেন কোনো রকমভাবে আমি যেন সার্ভাইভ করতে পারি, রাইট? অ্যান্ড অ্যাজ এ স্টার্ট আপ দিস ইজ এ বিগেস্ট চ্যালেঞ্জ টু ইউ, যে এরকম প্যান্ডামিক যদি আসে কীভাবে সার্ভাইভ করবে, কারণ স্টার্ট আপ তো বসে যাবে। তো আমরা ফিশ ফিড বানাচ্ছি। ফিশ ফিড কী করবে, আমরা বেসিক্যালি কিছু ফিশকে টার্গেট করেছি, সেখানে এমন একটা ফিড দ্যাট উইল বি দ্য ন্যানো এনক্যাপসুলেটেড, সেখানে তাদের ব্যাকটেরিয়াল ইনফেকশন কম হবে, এবং ফিশারি যারা মাছ চাষ করে হ্যাচারি আর হোয়াট এভার এলস, তাদের প্রোডাকশন অনেক বেড়ে যাবে। আমাদের যদি ঠিকমতো প্রোডাক্ট আমরা খুব তাড়াতাড়ি, আমাদের ইট উইল টেক সাম টাইম, বাট হোয়াট এভার দ্য লঞ্চ উইল, আই থিঙ্ক কাতলা দীর্ঘদিন 350 টাকা কেজি সবাই খেয়ে আসছে, হয়তো আমাদের প্রোডাক্ট লঞ্চ হওয়ার পর ইউ ক্যান গেট ইট 300 টাকা। কাতলা আর হয়তো তোমার কই মাছ 500 টাকা নিচে তো পাওয়াই যায় না, কখনো 700 হয়ে যায়, বিকজ অফ দ্য প্রোডাকশন ইস্যুস, বাঁচতে পারে না তারা। তো আমাদের টোটালি হার্বাল on the based upon this we are also focusing on the cattle nowadays. You will think তোমরা জেনে থাকবে এখন US basically is mainly focusing on the antimicrobial whatever the project is there, right? So antimicrobial এই কারণেই কেন most of the antibiotic যেগুলো থাকে অ্যান্টিব্যাকটেরিয়াল অ্যান্টিবায়োটিক, সেগুলোকে রেজিস্ট্যান্স তৈরি হয়ে যাচ্ছে। তো রেজিস্ট্যান্স তৈরি হয়ে যাওয়ার পর সেটা কাজ করছে না, তো দে আর ভেরি ওয়ারিড। এটা কীভাবে হচ্ছে, ফ্রম দ্য ডিফারেন্ট সোর্সেস, অ্যানিমাল সোর্সেস। গরুকে এমন একটা জিনিস ইনজেক্ট করা হচ্ছে, তার দুধ থেকে অ্যান্টিমাইক্রোবিয়াল তোমার অটোমেটিক তোমার শরীরে রেজিস্ট্যান্স তৈরি করছে, তুমি বুঝতেই পারছো না। কোম্পানি পার্সন আমি নিচে লিখে দিচ্ছি এটা ক্ষতি করবে, সেটা সিগারেটের প্যাকেটেও লেখা থাকে, মদেতেও লেখা, ইউ আর গেটিং দিস ওয়ান, রাইট? বিকজ ইটস নিডেড। So our next product is in Synbiogenesis also that. Okay, so we have two product, our domain is different. আমার প্রথমেই স্ট্র্যাটেজি দুটো ছিল, যে কোম্পানিকে এস্টাবলিশ করার জন্য আমি দুটো কোম্পানি এস্টাবলিশ এই কারণে করতে চাই, কেন হ্যান্ড হোল্ডিং। একটা ভাই হওয়া আর দুটো ভাই হলে সুবিধা হয়, ভাই আমার টাকা কম আছে তুই একটু হেল্প করে দে। So this is my second company which is helping me also to establish this company, and recently I have raised around 1.6 crore as a venture capitalist from a venture capitalist, and recently some commitment is there. I think after 1 year you will get some good news from my company. There will be some manufacturing unit also, not in Kolkata, it's maybe in UP or Gujarat. Anyways, so this is my different company, and you know this company we are training the students, and we are basically, you know, I have the students mindset. I know আমি যখনই কোনো প্রোডাক্ট বিক্রি করতে চাই আমি কখনো ভাবি না আই অ্যাম দ্য সেলার, আমি ভাবি আই অ্যাম দ্য বায়ার। তুমি যদি সেল করতে যাও তুমি কখনো নিজের ভুল বুঝতে পারবে না, তুমি কেনো নিজের কাছ থেকে নিজে কেনো। So I know the merits of the students, what they want to do, and according to that I have, you know, all the training modules whatever I did, that is totally unique setup is there. Also you will get to know that within, you know, 6 months I already trained 230 plus students, and not only from here, students who are coming from US and in University of London or whatever, they are coming to my company in their entrance, you know, the semester gap, they are coming to me and they are getting trained. Also the PhD students are coming. I would like to tell you the professors is also coming to get something trained. So whatever you always need some execution. So this is my execution process. I always know something that the product should take time. It will take time around 3 years or 4 years to get launch, because within 2 years I can get a prototype, but after I did the clinical trial, after I need the licensing process, after I need the manufacturing way out and all the distribution process, right? So for that reason, so this is my you know what you have told me, right? This is you know, and this is the alumni. I think from Adamas also came the students you know. So this is, you know, this is the different, you know, pictures is also that this is not updated one. Anyways, okay, so if you want to ask me any questions, I'm ready to answer. Thank you guys. Yeah please.
ইন্টার্নশিপের কিছু রয়েছে?
Yeah, we have the internship. আরেকবার চালাবে ওটা প্লিজ। না, the last one. The last. At the end, come to the end, the thank you. Yeah, this one. You can come to the website, that is synbiogenesis.com, right? You will get all these things. Recently, we also did a big seminar, you know, workshop, and this was in GIS group. We already did 94 students at a time. Okay, and that within 6 months, whatever I have shown the growth, you know, some of the companies who was my competitor, they have, you know, decreased their, you know, fee structure from 40K to 32K because of me. So I think I did something. Okay, and anyone? Yeah. Anything from you? Okay. I think that you guys who are the students here can come to Synbiogenesis, and if you want to work with me, you can contact with me anytime. You can contact to this number. I think I will be available, right? Thank you so much guys for your time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. The students, please head on to Convention Center for the